Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Elial in this incarnation. Today I want to talk about this recognition of what we are at the present moment. Because I think that in this path, many of us could fall in this denying of the reality. And I mean, this is a shadow in both ways. I'm talking about if we are thinking we gain more consciousness than we already gain, or if we are thinking we are in lower levels, just to I'm talking about levels just to put this in an structure, but to comprehend this. But it's important to say that I don't think we have to measure ourselves or to compare ourselves with with other people. The main focus for me, from my perception, is to put all the energy in our own process, always coming back to us. But many times could happen that we surround, for example, with people that are not aligned with our vibrational state or our status of consciousness, and we do that because we don't think we are capable of more. And I already spoke about this, but in the video of the illusion of control, and we are doing that because that's comfortable. There's no challenge in that kind of movements, and it's a shadow too, of course, to think we are higher in higher levels, with quotation marks, than we are. And I'm saying this because this is something that could feel very easy to say, very easy to perceive, but it's not. Many times we are not recognizing what we are. And the best way, I think, to know what is about our present moment, what are we projecting, what are we creating, is to look at the world that is surrounding us. Our reality is what shows the way we are vibrating, and the things we are doing, and the things we are applying to our co-creation. And this, it's not always simply because this inner child that many times have these wounds, our inner child sometimes make this projection of reality of what he or she wants to be, wants their reality to be. And it's not always like that, that's an illusion, and many times we're caught in that self deception. So it's important to take accountability of this by looking at the reality with the most objective view we can. And I think, of course, every time we're talking from our level of consciousness, and we are talking from the consciousness we reach out. But it's important to say that I think when we are elevating, when we are or we are expanding our vessel, I like more that phrase. We are we are gaining, I mean, the process of elevating our consciousness, it's linked to actually get a higher point of view of the things when we are in that process. So, of course, we always talk in a subjective way, but the main process of elevating consciousness has to be with this objective look, because we are gaining profundization in the truth, and we are expanding it. We are seeing more fractals and connected them. Well, I think I wish I got myself clear with this. So it is very important to see, of course, the mirrors of the reality, because that will show our level of consciousness, that will show our vibration, and the things that are in abundance in our life are the things that we are creating. And not always it's easy to see this, because that reality many times, how I said before, doesn't coincide with the illusion that the inner child wants their reality to be. And it's important to see this, because this is the only way to take our power back. Because our programmation, our society programmation, has to do with always with putting the power outside, the power on the God, the power on the president, the power on the guru, the power on, it's always about different acceptions of putting the power outside of us. And the only way we can return that power to us is to look at the reality how it is. And that's when we can start to change it from our inner truth. And well, I got myself clear in the video, on the videos of the lunar pattern, the moon pattern, because all of us, we have a mechanism to escape from the reality, from or to avoid something that makes us insecure or makes us want to run. And that mechanism will change for everybody. But it's very important to recognize it in order to change it. We can work in something we are not seeing. And I am saying this because when I read, I think I already recommended the book of Dolores Cannon, 3 Waves of Volunteers. I don't know if I did in this channel but certainly in the others. So that book was very good to me, because I understood many things that were happening to me during all my life. And I'm going to share one of those. And this thing about wanting to leave this planet, it happened to me a lot. And I have memories since I was a kid, and sometimes that feeling comes back. And it's important to say that I'm not denying that feeling. I know that is my mechanism to run from reality, because if I want to disappear and I want to get out of this planet, I'm a Pisces moon, I want to be in the refuge of fantasy, and actually I'm not trying to deal with reality when I'm doing that. So when I got that feeling, I asked myself, what is the conflict that I don't want to face? but I don't deny any emotion in order to be up there, in order to be vibrating higher or something, because that is a spiritual bypass. And I did it once. I went through there, and it didn't help at all, because I think most of the big falls of my life came after that, actually. Just to understand that I don't have to deny my own feelings, I don't have to deny my emotions, I don't have to judge myself because I'm not feeling happy the 24 hours, the 7 days on a week. And it's important that to understand that this process of ascension, it's not about that. Of course, the higher we are vibrating, we are going to create a better reality. But this process of ascension, it's about this light is descending and it's exposing all of our shadows, all of our darkness. And to deal with that, sometimes it's not easy, and it doesn't have to be. We don't have to push ourselves to be in some place, although I think a healthy competition with ourselves, and maybe if you are an athlete, it's good, but if we are always trying to get there and always trying to accomplish a goal and always trying to I don't think that's healthy. Nothing is enough, and it's not healthy, to try to raise our vibration by denying our emotions. So this thing about replacing the thoughts, many times it's useful. It's useful when you actually are having a thought that it's not helpful. But many times when you are in a negative circuit, I think I don't know if I said this before. For example, when you have anxiety or depression, maybe replace the thoughts with positive ones. It's very difficult. So in those cases, I highly recommend to put the energy in something else, to turn our focus in other thing, which is different than trying to replace. Because sometimes when we are trying to replace, our mind starts the resistance, and it's harder. So I think in those cases the best way is to because when we low so much our vibration, we could have psychic attacks too, which for example are the suicidal thoughts, or other thoughts that came from anxiety. But it's important to say that everything that is happening, every psychic attack, it's because we have the power to change it, and it happened because we low our vibration too much in the first place. So the thing there for me is to turn our focus in other thing, to even do something with your body, like walk or change the environment or cook or something with your hands. I think the body there's helps a lot to change the focus, and then you can start to focus in better thoughts. But sometimes it's not that easy, like replace your thoughts. Sometimes it's not, and it's not only about the thoughts, it's about the emotions too. But many people focus on the thoughts because the thoughts many times are the ones that are causing the emotions. Always, I think. So that's why we have to focus in thoughts. But many times if we don't, we can have this incoherence with emotions and thoughts, and it's important to align them all. That's why I always said we have to align intentions, thoughts, emotions, and actions to love. But it's a labor. It's a labor. I'm not saying it's easy, and I don't like to express that those things are easy all the time, because I don't think we are approaching that from a human perspective. But the more we practice, the more we are in tune with that, certainly. So that's the law of attraction, actually. And as I said before, if we are too focused on receive, too focused on the things I want the universe give to me, we are not connecting with that part that have to give. Because in this planet, we came here to give. And if we don't take consciousness about that, if we are not aware of that, universe will push us to give in ways that maybe we don't like. So if we are aware, we can choose the loveliest ways to do it. So okay, people, I'm ending the video here. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.